Who's the greatest wrestler of all time?
Greatest in-ring performer of all time is Bret the Hitman Hart.
What's the difference in ring versus?
Well, there's many facets to the art form. A lot of people are great on the mic, but they're not so great once they get in the ring.
Mhm.
A lot of people have all the showmanship and stuff, but then they're not necessarily. It's a wonderful package, but then they get to the ring or they open their mouth and there's nothing going on.
So who's the greatest in ring performer?
I think the greatest in ring is Bret Hart. I don't think there's anyone better than Bret the Hitman Hart.
What makes him so good?
Well,
I think I had an action figure of him in Russia, and we didn't know what the hell that was.
Sure, yeah, it was just a guy in pink tights. Everything makes sense. Every single thing is rooted in the thing that just happened, and everything that he does is to set up what he's going to do. They call it, and I'm just a wrestling nerd, but the wrestlers, I guess, call it ring psychology. The things that you have to do to make it seem like you're suffering or you're coming from behind or whatever. And then also just the physicality of it. He would do it at 100 miles an hour and never hurt anybody. Although, I also love, the greatest wrestler of all time, everyone says, and they're right, is Flair, Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Everyone says this?
Yeah, I think if you know what you're talking about, because he's the best on the mic. He's also incredible in the ring. And then for me, the sentimental favorite, which we've actually on Dudesy, Chad had sort of a Charlie Rose-esque interview with me about this, my fascination with Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. Because to me, he was Superman. I was a little kid and I saw him and that's imprinted. But this is like asking me who my favorite child is. Okay.
Right. So
The Rock, when The Rock was, The Rock's The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Hulk Hogan is, he's the weirdest one, right? For me, from the outside.
Super weird.
That, I don't know what that is exactly.
Everything's weird about him.
Yeah.
He's got the bald head. Like he would proudly have this bald head with long hair, the handlebar mustache, in this ketchup and mustard, tights. Which he says he credits McDonald's with the tights.
He literally does.
He says that the red and yellow came from Angelo Poffo, who's Randy Macho Man Savage and Lanny Poffo's dad, who was a wrestler and a promoter. He said that he saw him wearing yellow, and he's a Tampa guy, so he had that brown skin and the hair and everything. So he's like, oh, that's what I want to do. And also the brand recognition of like, well, I should do it like McDonald's, literally. And he's a big, swollen, muscular guy with tan brown skin screaming at me to eat my vitamins and stuff when I'm 8 years old. That was extremely, he's like Superman. But I know there's a person behind that guy.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Well, he's Terry Bollea, the dude who, does whatever the fuck he does with his life. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Complicated life.
Yeah, I guess
human.
To be him. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you should change the Dudesy colors to yellow, right?
Red and yellow.
It's currently orange and sky blue.
Yeah, it's like a nice sky blue.